Namaskar. Hope you are well there. Today's topic is also an interesting one. Go beyond mindfulness. So, let's start the topic. Nowadays, world is well aware of the term mindfulness, and I hope that you might have come across the word as well. Mindful meditation, mindful thinking, mindful eating, mindful work, like that. It means actually being at the moment while performing any work, observing the thing right at the moment. The continuation of the ongoing thing means keeping us all the time alert of what we are talking, dealing, working with. So at the first glance, we can easily say that this is not any or refined form of meditation, because we are at that moment only observing ourselves, not doing anything that brings our mind to some higher state or making us alert of consciousness. And in mind, so many ill thoughts, many degraded thoughts all the time pass through. So being alert of our condition is not meditation, though there are many different type of practices of meditation, but these type of things in general, just in the name of meditation, keeping us alert of our physical presence only. So this is not something that we can call meditation for some higher pursuit. It's just awareness that every person in any way meant to have. Now the question is, why still people can't focus at the moment? And it's due to many reasons. Some of our non-scientific lifestyle, more expectation from life than they deserve at the moment, non-methodical thinking, psychic problem, mental illness, many things. People nowadays are under the clutch of this excessive stress born out of these different varieties of problem caused by ourselves. So we feel that we are running out of time, we lose our pulse, we become fragile, and the sense of shortage of time causes fear in the core of our mind and make us more fragile, panic, stressful. So in this case, mindfulness gives little relaxation, but there is also ill impact of this mindful observance. Sometimes it appears to us. How? Suppose a man is going through a trauma, and through mindful practice, mindful meditation, mindful thinking, if he or she tries to be just right at the moment what he is passing through, then the trauma will cause more panic, more damage to him or her, because people want to forget those things. So mindfulness won't give any scope to alleviate the pain. Rather, it will aggravate the moment. So mindfulness sometimes do harm to us. Moreover, mindfulness restricts us from going beyond the sensory perception, which is a great loss for the whole humanity, because our senses work only inside a range of frequency, and it has very little capacity to sense, express, articulate even the crude physical world. Forget about the supra-psychic world or realizing consciousness. See, our life is very short. And in many cases, by the time we start realizing the reality of life, we are just at the doorstep of death. In this very life, we need to understand the purpose of our life, the goal of our life, and how to achieve the goal. And without these questions are resolved, we are actually nowhere. We are just eating, drinking, marrying, producing children, and dying. We are just living a so-called merry life. But as we come across these questions, then we start transcending ourselves from crude physical to higher psycho-spiritual reality, for which human being are meant, and going through proper method of meditation, life starts gradually revealing its true form, its true reality, and that is we are in and out, surrounded by that cosmic consciousness in this vast cosmic ocean. And we are not only surrounded by that cosmic consciousness, we are also a particle of that consciousness in this vast cosmic ocean, who or which is the embodiment of fulfillment, of peace, of energy, of love. But to realize this, certain aspect must be considered. Ancient sages enlightened our life through ages by their wisdom of true knowledge about the reality of life and death, the purpose of life. They say, as we think, so we become. It means our mind takes the form first and then the body follows. Say a person want to gain a muscular body. So what he do? He need to join a gym, go there to regular practice, and after a certain period of time gaining his desired muscular body, isn't it? So first his mind decides what to gain or what to do, then gradually body follows mind, what mind asks him to do, and gradually he gained the muscular body. Say a child, after growing up, he wants to be an engineer, so he joins a college, gradually become an engineer. So at first his mind decides that I want to be that, and then gradually he becomes that. So as we think, so we become. Like this, it is on us whether we want to realize that consciousness transcends us and release our true potential, experience our true potential, feel the tranquility, be in trance. But who will decide that? We need to decide that. That entity is everywhere, but we are the person who need to decide it first, whether we want it or not. When we want it, then gradually we can follow the process to transcend our existence. And without being aware of that consciousness in the real sense of the term, our life is just like a never-ending puzzle without a beginning and without an end. We are just repeating and perpetuating the same things in different forms throughout our life. Now, to realize that consciousness inside and out, we need to transcend our mind, and to do that we need to go beyond the five sensory perception, because the consciousness is not perceivable through our senses. It is the most subtlest entity that is beyond the periphery of time, space, and person. From subtler than ethereal factor, even subtler than the mind. So through senses, we can't realize that entity. But with that idea keeping in mind, as we think, so we become, we can transcend ourselves through proper spiritual meditation to that level of consciousness. So we see that there are two approaches of consciousness. One is being alert about the worldly affairs, for which our prefrontal cortex, our conscious mind, is responsible. and it deals with the worldly affairs totally. And the second level of consciousness is try to realize that cosmic consciousness in and out, in every minutest thing, what we perceive and even what we can't perceive, feel this consciousness in everything. This is higher level of consciousness. The first one keep us entangled in the worldly affairs of lost and found, gain and lose. Okay, so we are always thriving for something, we are losing that thing, that's it. And the second one liberate us by ceasing our sorrow and making us peaceful, making us calm, making us soothing, by making us ensconced in the vast ocean of love and peace. But to live in this crude physical world, we need both type of consciousness. But the first one, that one which is totally related with our physical awareness, must be guided, goaded, observed and supervised by the second one. And to realize true knowledge, to realize that consciousness, we need to practice proper spiritual meditation, not mindfulness. Hope you have understood from this video what is proper for you. For more interesting video, please keep in touch, keep following this channel. Have a nice day.